Hello, Eurovision fans. It's sidneyrpaul with my reaction to Lithuania's national final for their selection to select a representative for them for Eurovision 2025. Let's get it. So, Lithuania held their national final about a week or so ago. And first, let me say, Lithuania National Final is one of the ones that I look forward to watching. It's always a great production. And again, this year, everything was great. The lighting was great, the LED was great, the pyrotechnics was great, the camera work was great. It was just an overall great, enjoyable production. So anyway, they had 12 finalists, which were selected from their semifinals, of course. And for the most part, all of them performed very well. There weren't any vocal tone off key issues. The staging was pretty good for each performer. It was overall, they all did a very, very, very good job. When I watch these national finals, I kind of set up a little scoring system for myself. And I look at, staging, of course, styling, their vocal performance, and, the song itself. Now, a lot of times the songs are in a language that I don't understand, but, if it's in English, of course, that's different, but if it's in a different language, I kind of try to see if I get a vibe from the song, even though I don't really understand it. So you can get a vibe. You listen to the musical arrangement also. But yeah, so I do a little scoring system where, I give up to 30 points based on the performance. I look at whether I enjoyed it, whether I thought the staging was good and the styling, would it make sense for the song, what the vocals sound like, and just, what I could vibe with the song. And I also consider, what might this do at Eurovision based on my experience with Eurovision, the shows I've watched. What might this do? Now, I'm going to say I am not a great predictor of Eurovision winners. My taste in music and what I'm used to here in America is different from Europeans' taste in music. Music is different. So anyway, besides that, let's get to my top picks from Lithuania's national finals. So my first one is Noi. Noi, Take Me on a Date. I enjoyed it. Simple song. It was I enjoyed listening to it. Yeah, it didn't have any vocal tone issues. Now, I'm very glad he upgraded his styling from the national final. It looked much better than what he had on, not from the national final, from the semifinals. Yeah, he needed an upgrade, and he made that upgrade. The only thing that he wish knowing what he did would have more interaction with his background vocalists. I mean, they were on stage, but they were just standing there stagnant. They were kind of dancing and moving to the song, but they should have interacted with him. Came around him, kind of moved around him and interacted with him while he was singing the song. I think that would have really enhanced his performance. Another performance I like is Lieta. I think I'm pronouncing that right, even though I heard them pronounce it Lieta instead of Lieta like it's spelled. But anyway, I really love their song. It's a really upbeat dance song. She also upgraded her styling from the semifinals into to the finals. In the finals, she was more elegant attire, which greatly enhanced her performance. I enjoyed her performance also. Another one, let's see here. Anie, um, he performed a gospel-y soul song. It was running out of time. I enjoyed the performance. The vocals were great. Just the whole performance was great. The staging was great. The only thing I didn't quite understand was the styling. It wasn't bad. It was just unusual. And I understand artists when they do styling, they want to be different from others, but his was kind of really different. I mean, in the national final, looked like he took some neckties and just said, sew one here and sew one there, and that was it. I think he could have done something a little better than that. But anyway, great performance. Black Biceps. All right, so Black Biceps remind me of Moldova 2022. Yeah, 2022. I can't think of the name of the group that performed now. I don't think I could be pronounce it, but it was very, very ethnic, I guess Baltic sound and performance. Very colorful styling. Looked like they were having fun on stage. Now, this song, had it been picked, I think this is the type of song Europeans like at Eurovision. Now, it probably wouldn't have won, but it would have got a lot of televote from Europe. The jury probably wouldn't have liked it that much, but it would have got a lot of televote. My top pick was Lion Sika. Okay, I just thought it was an unusual sound, upbeat, up tempo, almost it was a pop sound, but it was a pop sound with a lot of ethnic tones to it. The styling would need have been, had it been chosen, would have been needed to be upgraded. And I didn't really get, so with Lion Sika had this facial, I don't know what you would call it, but it was unusual. Like I said, it was weird, but it was unusual. But I see how it went with, I guess, with who he is. I didn't quite get it, but maybe, it's a Lithuanian thing, and it's a thing, to him. It didn't look bad. I just thought it was different, like string pulled across his face and stuff. Okay, but anyway, his performance was great. The end of it reminded me of Ukraine last year, where Ukraine, they had a platform which kind of ascended and above the stage. He had a staircase that did the same thing, and I thought that was great. Yeah, he would need to upgrade it, the dynamic of his staging. But overall, I thought that was the top performance for me. Now, let's get to what Lithuanians thought. All right, so for their super final, so they had all 12 finalists perform, and then they give the jury scores. I think that international jury, Lithuanian jury, and maybe some televote. So I didn't quite get the end because I couldn't read Lithuanian, but I think that's what it was. So in the end, they had a super final, and in the super final, they had Lieta, Lion Sika, and Catharsis in the super final. Now, Catharsis. For me, Catharsis, they performed a ballad rock type of song. The staging was very, well, it's a band. So bands can't do much with staging outside of pyrotechnics, and just, you know, look like they perform their instruments. Now, Eurovision, they don't perform the instruments; they don't have the instruments on the stage, and I'm assuming that that's the same way for Lithuania. Why? I don't know. I don't get that. Why they don't perform? I think they should. Okay, so I mean, if they're not performing, why even have them out there? Just have the lead singer come out and sing, just like anyway. But moving right along. For me, their performance was bland. The styling was bland. There was nothing, signing was just dull. I don't know what color it was. It looked like it was gray. It might have been a blue. I don't know. Their sound wasn't anything spectacular. I really scored them last. But they had a good following, so they ended the Superfinal. Now, the Superfinal, Catharsis performed first, then Lieta, and then Lansika. So the results of the Superfinal was, coming in third was Lieta, and then second was Lansika, and Catharsis won. So they will be representing Lithuania at Eurovision 2025 in Basel, Switzerland. Now, let's see. I wanted to look at, so Lithuania will perform in the second semifinal in the first half. So in the first half, they'll have performing with them Armenia, Australia, Austria, Greece, Ireland, Latvia, Montenegro. Okay. Now in the second half of the semifinal will be Czechia, Denmark, Finland, Georgia, Israel, Luxembourg, and Malta. So even with Catharsis, now, like I said, my taste in music usually doesn't match with Europeans' taste in music. Based on Catharsis, I would think Lithuania would have, I would be concerned with them even qualifying for making the final. However, depending on what other songs, a lot of the countries that's in this semifinal are countries. Israel has won in the past. Israel won 2018. They're the only one that's won recently. The other countries, like Denmark, didn't qualify last year. Luxembourg, this is their second year back. They qualified last year. Malta did not qualify last year. Czechia did not qualify last year. Let's see, who else? And Montenegro, they didn't participate in Eurovision last year, but they're back this year. So you know what? They have depending on the songs, just based on this history, they have I would say probably have a good chance of qualifying. Now, if these other countries come back with great banger songs, then yeah, they should be concerned. But hey, Catharsis seem to have a big following, based on the signage at their national final. So hey, they will represent them, and they're not. And it's not bad. It's not. The song isn't bad. The performance isn't bad. With a few tweaks here and there, it'll be a great song. It's not even a bad rock song. Rock isn't my favorite genre of music. However, there are rock songs that I do like. And this one wasn't bad. I don't dislike it. It's just, I'm concerned with their qualification. But I want Lithuania to qualify. It's one of my favorite countries at Eurovision. So, look, subscribe to my channel, share my video, like my video, comment on the video. So, like I said, Catharsis is representing Lithuania at Eurovision 2025. I wish them all the luck. of course, no matter the song, Lithuania has my support. All right. So that's all I have. Until next time, see you later.